Hello friends, welcome to part 2 of zippers. I'll be going over how to install a standard zipper. Start by putting a stitch in your seam allowance where the zipper goes, about an inch further up from the end of your zipper, as you'll be sewing the zipper into your seam allowance. Most patterns allot for a larger seam allowance for the zipper placement. And in this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to do it so that there's a bit of fabric over it to cover your zipper. You will need a zipper foot. Close your zipper and meet the correct side of the zipper with the correct side of the fabric, meaning that with the zipper closed, the correct side is facing away from you. Sew the zipper edge so that it meets the edge of the seam allowance. You will notice as you sew into your closed seam that it is slightly off center, and that's okay. I will show you why. This is what I mean by it being off center. But this works to your favor for this next part. Fold the sewn side of the zipper towards you. Next, you'll stitch the other side of the zipper. As you can see here, there's a lot of extra room in that seam. That's okay, I promise. It'll all work out. It seems super bizarre, especially if you're a newer sewer. This is going to seem really wacky, but I promise it's super cool. I do believe there are a couple different ways to do this particular technique. Here I'm just showing you how far away each side of the zipper is from that stitched seam we put in the beginning. The next part is where it becomes magical. Well, I think a little bit. It's fun. It's like the satisfying part of sewing something. You'll see that naturally your fabric wants to fold over the zipper and make it invisible. That's my hand motion for meaning iron that shit down, girl. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I swore. Sorry, Mom. Here, after I've ironed that into place, I'm pinning it because I'm going to stitch it all down with an overstitch. I'm starting with the side of the zipper that does not have the flappy cover. I don't know what that's called. It's a placket, I think. Anyway, I'm going down that side first. As I get to the end, I will turn my needle and stitch over the zipper. Now, this is important to note. Only do this if you have a plastic zipper and only if you know the metal part at the end of the plastic zipper is far away from your needle, because it will break your needle. From here, you'll continue that top stitch all the way up towards the end or the head of your zipper. Don't forget to turn your ring around. As I mentioned before, there are a few different ways to do this, and if you are someone who is a sewing aficionado, go ahead and Google the different ways. I like this. It just works for me. Maybe it's a sewing hack. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong. I don't know. But it looks good. And I have a zipper, so it's sewn. I mean, look at that. That's pretty dang good. This is a somewhat similar process to putting in a zip fly in a pair of pants. So moving forward, you can use this information in that way. And look, we did learn something. I learned something today. I learned that it's called a lap zipper because I Googled it halfway through editing this. And then I drank a glass of wine and continued adding the voiceover. Yay!